Right, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm here to give you my thoughts on Luton losing 3-2 away from home against Oxford United. Once again, we've lost away from home and I'm just getting sick and tired of it. I'm fed up with these group of players just not being able to just do the basics of football, basic defending, mark your players, don't leave players unmarked in the 6-yard box, have a goalkeeper being able to command his 6-yard box, stop the cross from coming in, don't always ball watch players at the same time. These are basics of football which you learn from the moment you start playing, and we're just unable to do it. I just don't think these players have got any pride in themselves, because some of the performances they're showing us, it's just not good enough. It's embarrassing at times. Some players got given the opportunity to start today and they just didn't take their opportunity. Once again, we're only performing well in one half. The last 2 games we've only performed well, I would say, in the first half. Now, I went into this game with a bit of confidence because I thought the way we attacked against Preston, if we do that against a side that's actually willing to attack us, we'll have more space to exploit. And I was correct on that, because we did end up scoring 2 goals and we did look very dangerous in the first half. But then again, that became non-existent in the second half because the Oxford United goalkeeper had nothing to do. I just can't believe how the likes of Elijah Adebayo got given an opportunity today and just put in that type of performance. An experienced defender in Amari Bell has performed absolutely shocking over the last 2 games. He looks miles off the pace and he does not look like he can actually play as a left back. He actually gave away a potential penalty today. I don't know how the referee didn't give a foul. It was close to being a penalty, but that didn't happen. I don't know how, because it was clear, so clear. Him and Zach Nelson were poor. I know Zach's young, but he needs to learn quick because he hasn't performed well and he didn't have a good sub appearance against Preston. None of our subs really, apart from Alfie, I thought performed well when they came on. I did like the fact that Matt Bloomfield instantly went, that's it, once that second goal went in, 4 subs, and the 4 subs got given at least 25 minutes. Alfie being the only one to really put himself about, and he's been out for 3 months, so maybe some of the players should learn a few things from him. And I think the whole of the Luton defence should learn a few things from Oxford United in this game, because Oxford United in the second half basically defended really well. Of course in the first half, especially for the second goal, they didn't. They lost McGuinness and it was a really good header to guide home to get us the second goal. From where I was, I couldn't tell you if that went in or not. Apart from that, I thought Oxford, the way they defended was extremely good, and that's what won them the game, because in the second half we were just going long and it was just coming straight back at us. And unfortunately our players don't use their brain cells, because they think, right, let's just keep going long because we're not winning the first battle, so we might as well keep doing it again, because that's how intelligent our players are. They just think, let's just keep doing it, rather than just carry on moving the ball about and trying to find space and show a bit of movement and just try and create openings that way, rather than doing the delusional diag, which doesn't work because we're not winning the first battle in the air. I don't know. Look, I've not played the game, but I'm witnessing a team that's just dominating in the air and we're unable to figure out another way of trying to attack. Matt Bloomfield has just got a bigger job, and if the board realistically want to stay up in the Championship, you then have to bring players into this football club. We can't go out of this transfer window like this. We have to bring 1 or 2. I would argue you need more than 2 players, but realistically in a January transfer window you're probably not going to do that. I thought we started the game extremely well today. There were definitely good moments, but the defensive aspect just lets us down. Kraus, really good goal. I thought he actually did play well. I thought Nakamba and Clark were our 2 best players. Nakamba, I actually said against Swansea away this year that he looks like he was done. It's like the pace, the injury was too much for him. But the last 2 games he's been absolutely outstanding, so fair play to him. I was wrong, maybe I was a little bit too early to judge him, but Amari Bell definitely looks off the pace. Clark, I thought was brilliant, and over the last 2 games has performed really well. I know Clark's had a few critics critics this year from supporters, but I thought the last 2 games, and in fact as the season's gone on, he's improved a lot better, and he's starting to show it in the game. Would be nice if a couple of the other players were to be on his wavelength. I feel like our wide attacking players are definitely not performing. Isaiah Jones, unfortunately, I thought he was non-existent on the pitch today. Couldn't tell you if he actually started or not. That's how I thought non-existent he was. And then just talk about these Oxford goals, I guess. The first one, Holmes loses his man. Thomas Kaminski gets a glove on it, but not a strong enough hand. Thomas was just awful, and I'm just getting fed up with him. And I'll just start off by saying, if the defenders in front of him can't trust him, then there's a problem, and you need to sort that out. And the only way for me you sort that out is by replacing him as the goalkeeper. Now Shea, I feel like has done nothing wrong being a Luton Town goalkeeper. Yes, he isn't as good as a shot stopper as Thomas, but realistically, he's costing us more goals now than he actually is keeping us in games. His communication, there's so many times in the game against Oxford and in previous games where if he just communicates to his defender, the defender can give the ball back to him, or the defender can shield the ball out for it to go out for a goal kick. I don't think he doesn't communicate. It looks clear, and if he does communicate, the players are not listening. And if they're not listening to Thomas, then he needs to shout at them. He needs to have a go at them, and we all need to see that from the stands. Him having a go at them. He's either being too nice or he's not being vocal. It's one of the 2 options, because I just don't think he's communicating at all. And the fact that he's glued to his goal line, that 3rd goal, he should have come and got that. He should have come and claimed that. It's not good enough. And these defenders, I just don't think trust him. The first goal, just go back to it, Holmes lost his man. I thought Holmes was poor. I thought he was shocking. The second goal, I think it was from the corner, all the Oxford player did was a bit of movement. In fact, all 3 of the goals were just movement into the box. Just getting in front of their man. And we're ball watching. Like, it's just letting ourselves down. And Matt Bloomfield said it perfectly after the game. If the players, you're not going to win games of football if you don't defend your 6-yard box. And we're not. We're just not defending our 6-yard box. The 3rd goal was just embarrassing. For Oxford to have a player free, unmarked in that 6-yard box, and we, 1, wasn't able to mark him, and 2, our goalkeeper was not able to come and claim the cross. It's not good enough. Of course you can argue about stopping crosses into the box. Regardless of stopping a cross, teams are going to get a ball into the box somehow. They will always do it. They will find a way. So you can sometimes forgive not stopping the cross, but you've got to do the other aspects right. You've got to have a player march. Someone's got to take responsibility. There's no leadership at the back. I get told that McGuinness and Holmes, when we signed them, had good leadership qualities. Well, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing it enough. It's not good enough. It just is not good enough. And I guess the good thing with Matt Bloomfield is he won't have any favourites. He will keep replacing players until he finds a way. But the problem is now, he's played quite a few players, and some of them have just not made a single bit of impact. And it's been the attacking players and some of the defenders. But let's be honest, I just don't know what's going to happen this year. I thought Oxford were good in the second half. They really did pile the pressure on. It would have been nice for us to get the 3rd goal, but we didn't even try to attack in the second half. Our players just not being able to identify that, towards the last 10 minutes of the game, we're going to keep doing a long ball into the box and just hope for the best, despite Oxford winning every single battle in the air. They are one of the best sides in the division at winning their aerial battles, and we just played to their game plan. Why did they just not use a little bit of sense and just carry on playing the ball on the floor? I thought Walsh should have came on, and it's the second time I've said that. I don't know why Matt Bloomfield hasn't put him on over the last 2 games, because if we're going to put a long ball into the box, you need to play with 2 strikers if you're going to do that, and not just keep with the one. but it's just not good enough overall. Attacking players are not performing. We need to bring in attacking players just to provide competition, so it raises everyone's game, because these attacking players feel like they're going to walk into the team every single week, and without competition they're going to just keep this up because they're not scared that they're going to lose their place in the team. I'm going to just end the video here because I'm just fed up. I'm fed up with these players. You just like to think that you could do basics of football, and some of them just simply can't. I just don't think they've got any pride in themselves. How we've gone from where we are, we've been too loyal. Rob Edwards should have gone ages ago, and we might pay the price for that, but we can save our season by bringing in a couple of bodies in before the window closes. Got to bring players through the door. Got to get these deals done. You can't. If we don't bring players through the door, we're relegated. We are done, because I can't see it. I can't see it at the moment. So I'll end the video there. Nice positive way to end the video, I know. Drop a like, comment your thoughts. I know this video came out late. I just came back from Oxford. I do go to games. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video.